about is the one I'm actually the most concerned about, Guru. That is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Chicago Bears. Now, the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles are in the playoffs to begin with is completely insane. It is ludicrous. I wrote them off. You wrote them off. The world wrote them off. The only people who didn't write them off are the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles. Nick Foles, once again, put this team on his back, beat the Rams, went forward. Now they have made the playoffs, getting in. Not only that, he got hurt in this game. Last week I said that the Eagles had the 2 best quarterbacks in the NFC East. I think they got the 3 best quarterbacks in the NFC East with Sudfeld backing them up. But they're going against the Bears. And I've said all year, not all year, but I said at the end of the season here, the only NFC team that you can believe in is Chicago at this point and Nick Foles. So I'm clashing here, and I'm obviously taking. The Eagles don't have a chance. So I'm picking the Eagles in this one, and I'm taking Nick Foles and the Eagles to win this game. Guru, what do you see in this one?
You know what I see about this game? If you could check back what's been going on right now, you saw this how the playoff structure is funny. It seemed like all the experienced quarterback are playing on the road versus the first-time playoff quarterback.
Kid, yeah.
So it's kind of like the way it's drawn for the road team to win, in a sense, for the first time in a long time for the Wildcard, because you're going against all veterans versus, once again, you got the veteran Nick Foles, been there, done that recently.
Yeah, last year.
Versus a young cat like Mitch with Mitch and Nagy and company. But it's interesting because that's the same coaching tree. It's another identical twin. But the difference is this twin is a little bit better. I love the Bears. Don't get it twisted. I love what they did. They're the epitome of an overachieving team. You know, of all the most overachieving team in the NFL this year, the Chicago Bears were the most overachieving team of this year. Just like the Vikings are the most underachieving. Well, it might be Green Bay, one of those clowns.
I think it's definitely the Vikings.
Of course, because it's an $80 million.
Absolutely. The pressure was just so much higher.
The only reason why, because Aaron Rodgers got a Super Bowl. Took away that Super Bowl, that would have been $130-something million problem.
That's exactly right.
But anyways, I love the Bears. I know their defense. I know all that shebang. But when it comes down to it, Mitch got to make plays. And I know Nagy makes he comes up with a great play, calling great plays, great schemes going to set up. But this time around, bro, they got a man called Fletcher Cox, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, my gosh, bro. Oh, they got Malcolm Jenkins, bro. They got some ballers on that D-line. They got Michael Bennett,
Bennett coming, too.
Bro,
tiny little shoulder pads.
Is the Bears might have the best player in Khalil Mack on defense, but damn it, the Eagles got a rack of dogs on that D-line. I'm talking about some hyenas, boy.
So now here's the other question here is that the Bears essentially had a choice in this one. If they let their foot off the gas because they're playing the Vikings, they could have played the Vikings this week.
And you know what?
Did they make the right choice?
They made the wrong choice.
Really?
They made the wrong choice because they already seen the deficiency of Kirk Cousins. Kirk is going to throw it to him. They seen that. They already seen that. Why didn't you that's the one mistake. Great point you made. That's why. Coach Nagy, you are smarter yourself. This is what Belichick would have done. This is the difference between a Belichick franchise and a young rookie franchise. You know what I mean? A Belichick would strategically see like, you know what? I'm going to have a chance to play this team in my home. The very next week, my home. I'm going to rest my guys because they have to play their guys. Now you're just giving more fatigue. All that, and they got to travel. That's the difference between him being a one and done, just like every Kansas, every Kentucky, every damn Duke, every North Carolina play, every basketball player that's in the top 10 of the ranking. That's exactly what's going to happen to the Chicago Bears. They're going to be one and done.
Well, these two teams did not match up during the season. I actually think that the Bears made the right choice here, and my reasoning is this. Essentially playing the Vikings, first of all, I would not take my foot off the gas. I think resting your players in the final week is a recipe for getting a little lazy and a little lackadaisical and possibly getting chumped. I think the biggest recipe for getting chumped, though, is playing a division rival for the third time in the year. They've seen your tricks, they've seen your plays. Anything can happen in a division rival game. You bring the Vikings in after for the third game of the year. Man, that's a recipe for a chumping, if you ask me.
But you know who you're bringing in?
You're bringing in the Eagles, and it's not
only that.
The champs.
The same coaching tree. That's basically the same. You basically, just like I told you to cover 3 the Dallas and run, you're basically telling me, Peterson knows what the hell you're doing. You're trying to mimic me. You're trying to mimic what I do. Do you want to play a team that you're trying to make? Why would you want to play that team?
All right, Guru, you're getting a little verklempt there, buddy. You're getting a little worked up. Why don't we take a quick break here? And we'll go to segment 2. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back in segment 2. We'll do the call-outs and shout-outs from the final week in the NFL, Week 17, with a final look back. We'll look forward with our Bets with Ben segment with Ben Carey from thecurrencykings.com. We'll do a little bit of a 2-minute drill here at the end, and then we'll get on out of here. What do you say?
Yeah, Trash Talk Radio.
Trash Talk Radio.
TTR.